Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope your holidays and New Year went great. This month we're going to look at what I call hybrid boards. They are boards that work on the street as well as doing like light terrain, like grass, like gravel. There are so many different brands out there that make what I consider hybrid boards, and making the charts and everything for them. I just picked the ones that I think have the most unique features, and they are the ones that I think are the best boards if you were considering it. The ones I didn't include, which are just very pricey and they don't give you like exact information on some specific areas, like the LaCroix, Cali's, bio boards. Some of them don't give you any kind of weight specifics or speed specifics, even though they just say that it's ridiculously fast. With me comparing things to others, it's kind of hard to compare those when there's not like any specific information. So starting with number 5 is going to be the Propel Endeavor S. The reason I picked this one over the Pro is from the weight and the price, more or less. So the top speed of the Endeavor S is 28 miles per hour, which is a little bit slower than what I prefer. So the range is between 17 and 27 miles. So I averaged it to 22 miles. The weight of it is 37.5, which is a little bit on the heavier side for me, but it's workable. And the price of it is $11.99. One reason why I consider this being unique is because it's one of the very few hybrids that do have a independent wheel suspension, which is something that I extremely like with boards. And then at number 4, it's going to be the Meepo Hurricane. So the top speed for the Hurricane will be 35 miles an hour, which is ridiculously good. The range of it is 31 miles, which again can change with using the all-terrain, but that's still some pretty good range. The weight of it is 34.4, which is a lot better, especially because hybrids, you would be using it more for commuting and things like that, and you're going to be carrying it, so I think it's a little bit better for you. And the price of it is $1,300, which is a little bit more than the Endeavor S. And then at number 3 is going to be the Vester Blackhawk All-Terrain 2. The top speed of it is 27 miles an hour, but then the range is 35 miles, which is pretty good. They don't give you a compared difference between the street and the all-terrain. It might drop down a little bit for you. The weight of it is 26 pounds, and I think that's why this got a little bit more favored than the Meepo Hurricane, because 26 pounds is a pretty good weight for you to be lugging around the stores or so on and so forth, or carrying it on your back. And then the price of it is $12.99, so pretty much the same as the Meepo Hurricane. Obviously it's just off like $1. That's what gave it kind of like the leg up as well. At number 2, it's going to be a tie between the Raldy Carbon All-Terrain V.2 and the Onboard Bamboo. The biggest reason why these two got to the top of the charts is from its weight and from the price of them. So first we're going to talk about the Raldy. The top speed for the Raldy is going to be 28.5, and then the range will be 19 miles, which is just slightly lower than what I would prefer, but it's also not that bad. And then the weight of it is 23.5, which it being under 25 pounds is a very light carry, which is really nice to have. And then the price of it is $999. So you'll see that's the same comparison with what's tied with. Having a board that's 1,000, even though it's just shy under it, that's just really nice, especially if you're a beginner and you're just trying to look for a board to like get the feel of electric longboard riding. Now we will talk about the Onboard Bamboo. The top speed of it is 24 miles per hour, so it's a little bit less than the Raldy. The range of it will be 19 miles. The weight of it is 24 pounds, and then the price is going to be the same with the $999. So even though I consider them tied, if you look between the two, the Raldy is just slightly better, but I do believe the Onboard Bamboo uses air tires where the Raldy uses airless tires. So that's kind of where I kind of compare them as similar, because I do prefer air tires more, because you get a little bit of a more comfortable ride with it, taking a little bit more of the impact of the terrain. Before I get to the number one, when I tallied everything, the Raldy did come first and the Bamboo came second, but the board that I'm about to say that's to me the best actually was in every single category, and it didn't hit up to the top of the ranking just off of price and weight, which the Raldy and the Onboard Bamboo did, which doesn't say that they're not great. They are a very nice product to have, especially when you're starting out. I just think this one is to me considered the best just because it can hit every category that I was looking through. And then the number one pick will be the Onboard Zeus. So the Onboard Zeus has a top speed of 37 miles per hour, and then the range of it is 35 miles, which is really great. And the other two that kind of beat it as far as like going through my little ranking system, their range don't compare to that. And then the weight of it is 28.5. So even though it's a little bit heavier, it's over the 25 pound range, it's still not super heavy. It can be doable. And the price of it is $16.49. So it's a little bit more steeper. It's, I guess more or less, I consider this the best for anyone who is familiar with riding. They know it's a good board and they're willing to pay for the price. If you're more of a beginner, that's where that Raldy and the Onboard Bamboo kind of come in, because that price is more lower and more convenient for you. And you're not really sure if you're going to be into doing the electrical longboard riding. So I think beginner friendly wise, those two are considered the best. And then the Onboard Zeus, I think it's more considered for somebody who is looking for a really nice hybrid all-terrain kind of board. And then just like with the last month's video, I did a Facebook poll on which ones were the best hybrid boards, which brand, and the number one was the Propel. And I think most of it is because the only two boards that have an independent wheel suspension that I consider hybrids is the Propel Endeavors and then the Baja boards A-Tracks. And the reason why I think Propels is more people's popular option is because the price of it is a lot lower than what the Baja boards is. They are both absolutely great boards. It's more of a personal opinion at that point, because the Baja A-Tracks does have a different gear system and their springs and everything are a little different as well. I hope this best hybrid boards was good information for you. Please like and subscribe. Every little support helps. And then I will see you all on the first week of February. I'm not sure what video I'm gonna do yet, but I will have something out for that week for you. All right, everyone take care. Thank you.